So I've had a couple of people, I don't know, maybe a couple more than a couple, send a message, ask, well, how did you get confident enough to do TMR? How did you get better at it? Things like that. I mean, you know, the bottom line is you just have to play with it. The more you do it, the better you'll get. If you only do it on 1 or 2 people a day, you know, just think about that. You're not going to get that much better. It's no different than if you went to batting practice as a batter in a slump and all you did was hit 2 balls, or maybe 2 dozen. I mean, who knows? But anyway, so the way you get better is keep doing it. So, you know, it's kind of like video games. I mean, I remember the very first Nintendo that came out because I had one. The only reason I got better at any of the videos was I kept doing it. Or, and I don't do that crap anymore, but if I went back in time, you know, so when I'm in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, I mean, I taught myself how to play guitar because I saw bands playing and I thought, that looks like a cool gig. You know, a little side note, when I was in high school, 9th grade, my younger brother was in 8th, lead guitar player was in 10th grade, and he actually went on and, you know, he plays with Sammy Hagar. So that's kind of cool, even though, you know, not like we kept touch, but it's kind of cool. So, but the only way he got better, because he turned me on to a couple of other guitar players I'd never heard of, is you have to expand that kind of stuff. And so the best way I can explain that I got better at TMR is because I did it on everybody that came. In the beginning, it was every new patient that came in. Wasn't the older patients, wasn't that crap, oh, went to a class this weekend, let me try something new. I mean, just think about it from a psychological basis. I mean, who wants to go through that crap? So, it was every new person, because new people didn't know, you know, they don't know what to expect. And then it progressed from there. And then, if I was to teach other people on my staff, you know, a shorter version of how to do it, then I got better at that. And then I gave a couple of in-services. You know, one was to a home health agency locally. And then after I kept doing that, and then going to TMR 1, 2, and 3 multitudes of time, I just remember one time, and I can't remember if it was TMR 1 for the 7th or 8th time, or TMR 2 or TMR 3, and then Tom just asked me out of the blue if I wanted to go ahead and teach the course coming up in God, where was that? Anyway, California, I think. Anyway, so I said, hell no, I can't do that, because I did not think I was at that level. He did, I guess. And so, you know, here I am, I'm cramming, I do all this stuff, I'm trying to deliver it just like Tom, not my bastardized way. So if you deliver it that way, you really learn how to do it. You really, because you have to be able to grade these other people. So, you know, but I mean, I was nervous as hell, you know. I didn't have lunch, went straight back to the room, went through everything that I wanted to cover that day. The course was 2 days, so that, you know, next morning, same kind of thing, you know, but it came out okay. And the more I did it, the more confident I felt and everything else. But you get the confidence by doing it more often, and also the results that you get. So, you know, that might help, you know, the 3 or 4 people that message me, but that might also help some other people that are just wondering, you know, how do you get better at doing this? And it's a simple thing too. So another thing, you know, you could do is friends, family, people you meet at restaurants, you know, bartenders, because you can do a real easy thing. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but every time you get a great response, you're going to get more confidence. Now, if you've got somebody who has the whole gamut of things, which is my typical patient nowadays, I have a lot of confidence with them, but somebody else might not. And of course, yeah, you don't mess with those guys, you know, in a bar or something like that. But on the other hand, friends, family, and the thing about Zoom or telemedicine or telehealth, I mean, you know, people that you know that you haven't seen in a while, or people that you haven't seen in a while but don't live near you, you can do this easily on Zoom or anything else like that, because you're going to get a result right then, as opposed to quote-unquote typical PT, where here's your 5 or 10 exercises. You might feel better in 2, 3, 4 weeks. I mean, where does the confidence come from that? Only after 3, 4, 5 weeks, and that's still a maybe. So anyway, if there's any questions, just let me know.